Okay, hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? We are live. I took a couple more trades. I'm sorry, I was on the phone, so I could not stream them, but I will go over them while we kind of wait for the next setup to come play out. Let me just pull this up on my phone, throw it out to the Discord that we are cooking. Live now. Okay, let's get to it. So, took a couple trades. All right, so we took first long scalp up in here. Pretty conservative. Here, I'll show you the executions real quick. So pretty conservative. So buying off of this previous week's equilibrium. Okay, so we instantly bought off of it here after the reaction to the upside, got filled like up towards the top end of this wick, scalped a couple, got stopped pretty much even. Then the last trade that I just took while I was on the phone was we had SMT, so ES in an old new week opening gap. Again, this is like this is like pretty foundational to what I do. Okay, what I do most of the time, okay, is where I'm using both indexes, or typically sometimes all three, but usually just ES and NQ. I'm using these indexes together, not just for SMT purposes, because SMT is useful, yes, but it does happen often. It's about SMT in the correct spots. Okay, so here is SMT in the correct spot. What's up, old FF? How are you, man? I'm doing good. I'm just explaining my trades real quick. So SMT in the correct spots is when things will start to make sense for you, okay? So we have the SMT here, right between NQ and ES, where while ES is in the midweek of the new week opening gap, old new week opening gap, and while NQ is at the previous week's midpoint. Okay, let's take off the execution so it's not super ugly. Previous week's midpoint. Okay, so we got long there. Obviously stopped out on just aggressively trailing the stop. I think so now. Good, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well, FF. So now I'm not really positive. I have an idea. I have a couple ideas, of course. We did take a couple trades in the XFA, but we're pretty much even. Nothing crazy. That was earlier in the morning. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm looking at this market two ways today. ES, I really like this 1 minute, kind of these 1 minute consolidated equal highs, not only here and here, but right here. You have sort of this original consolidation right by midnight. I think it's possible that we could rally up into that. And I would be looking at that. On the flip side, we have a Dow. Okay, Dow has these equal lows right here, relative. So I think if we do want to go lower, I think Dow could go lower. Also, if you want to take a look, Dow is also the much stronger index, taking yesterday's high, and QES not taking yesterday's high, or today's high, I guess really is realistically what it was. It was today's opening high. Dow took it. We did not on any of the other indexes. So now I'm kind of playing a little bit more cautious. I'm open to seeing it lower or higher. It's just a matter of where we want to play within the range. It's now 2:30, so we are going to have Powell start to speak. What I'll do now is I'll just measure out halfway so you can see we're kind of getting shoved at the equilibrium of these 1 minute ranges. Okay, and again, this is previous week's equilibrium. If you were in the Discord, or if you're in the Discord, or if you want to join the Discord, you'll know that this was a level I was looking for since the beginning of the week. I didn't trade to it, but it obviously provided a trade off of it. And obviously we could be done, but I just wanted to hop on live since I didn't live stream this morning. I did take a couple trades this morning as well off of the live stream. just wasn't expecting to trade, but saw some opportunities. Didn't feel like firing up the live for potential 5 minutes because I wasn't going to stay on it for very long. So yeah. Guys, actually what I'm going to do is real quick, I'm going to just run to the bathroom while we have a chance. I'm going to see how it reacts here on the equilibrium of the impulse here. Blast through it. It's typically, bullish signifier. All right, I'll be right back. Sorry for my squeaky shoes. I'm sure you hear them. But anyway, I just realized Q1 GDP fall reflected unusual swing in trade. Okay. I know a lot of people were looking for him to comment on the GDP numbers. Anyway, I didn't realize I didn't really explain my entry function here. And the entry function itself is just narrative in SMT, okay? I did not wait for it to close above these candles. Just as soon as I get this sort of, this move, I'm just going to treat this as soup, right? I guess is what you can kind of explain it as. It's like this was a turtle soup entry trade. This was just buying the level. Nothing crazy, not waiting for a model. And we're on the 15-second chart, right? So it's not terrible to wait for the model here. You would have gotten entry like really nice. Look how it just taps that open almost perfectly on this this manipulation here. But I don't know, like the way I trade, like if the narrative is strong enough, I'm just getting long because that's what's going to give me the best risk to reward. Because if I wait for it to do this, right, where's my stop going to go? Right here, right below this low. So if I'm anticipating my stop to be here anyway, why wouldn't I just try to get long as close as possible? And that's what I did. So let's just take some projections here. There's 4 off of the manipulation on the 15-second. We'll see how we act around this 15-second leg. And then I could always pull projections off of just from here to here. It's a little more, yeah, okay. So that takes us back above the high. Interesting. So yeah, we'll wait. I'm going to wait on this. If we do start to really bleed above this 15-second manipulation projection, then I will re-anchor from this high to this low, and obviously target higher. And then we could also use ES as our North Star for liquidity. You have these highs, which are very suspect on the 1 minute. They're just kind of perfectly equal highs. I think that's BS. That's typically what I like to target and run towards. You have a failure swing just below them, just below midnight. These are all great targets. This cluster of equal highs, this cluster of highs, and then this failure swing. It kind of makes for a very nice trend line that is very much so targetable. In hindsight, I'm kind of kicking myself. I really did have the bottom here. It was probably positioned right around 87, I think. We could look at the executions again. 701, actually. So I was a little bit higher up. It started to take off. Yeah, so not bad. I mean, had the bottom. Just wanted to give it the respect, give FOMC the respect it kind of deserves, I am also surprised that we don't have a lot more viewers in here right now. Typically, the afternoon, my viewership does go up, just because I think a lot of people. I mean, this is probably a different. This is a little bit different because I'm sure other streamers and people are still trading now, so they're probably in the like I'm not getting the spillover from when say Tanya stops trading and people want to come look at a stream. Like maybe that's me, but yeah, they're all and like maybe somebody's done for the day and they just want to see somebody else trade for a little bit. That also could be what's kind of going on, but not what's not going to happen now because obviously FOMC is a volatility event. People are going to want to trade it, which is fine. So it's like we're streaming 9:30 like usual, like we always do. Getting a nice push up there. Hate the bottom though. I hate the formation of that bottom. I think it's weak. But I said that also about. I also said that about these lows all the way back here, and they held. So could just be wrong, which is a-okay with me. So look at that move off of previous week equilibrium. Honestly, guys, all you need is the EQ levels of these like large ranges, and it's like so money. So let's see. We're starting to kind of move past that 4. Could be starting to target the 1-minute manipulation leg now. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on Powell headlines. You can also take a look at what bonds are doing. Okay, rates, bond rates, so the 2-year, everything's down about, well, not the 2-year, the 5-year, down to the 30-year, they're at least down 50, half a percent on the day. I'm going to drag this now to the top side, see where we're at. Okay, right at 2.5 is where we're getting shoved. See if we want to come back down, take this low, and either continue higher or run lower. I'm not really sure what I'm interested in here, whether I'm interested in a short trade or if I'm interested in getting long after this sort of short pans out. I'm not really positive. A little more of that beautiful Topstep lag. I have put in the complaint, but still nothing. So interestingly enough, NQ contract did not take that low. MNQ did. We'll see what that does for us. Powell's saying some stuff, so we definitely have a little bit of. Ultimately, think policy rate is in a good place. Too early to know. Without price stability, we cannot achieve strong labor conditions. Longer term impact on tariffs longer term is not clear yet. If dual mandate goals are intention considered. Time to close gaps. Okay. Yeah, I mean he's just kind of jawboning right now. A little more like I wouldn't say hawkish, but not dovish. If we look through Q1 distortions, the economy is solid. Yeah, so basically what he's saying, like all else equal, the economy is in good shape, which obviously the market likes. That's why we're rallying. That was kind of how the meeting sort of opened. I mean, you could also say, I know why we're rallying from a technical perspective, but I don't want to get anybody too butthurt. Yeah. So I'm just kind of staying off. I'm staying off right now with the projections, or at least shorting on these projections just yet. I'm actually going to throw them up on my trading view as well, just to make sure that there's no discrepancies in what I'm looking at. There's no differences. It is in fact the same. We are getting shoved at the midpoint of the -2.25, the midpoint, excuse me, of -2.5 and -2 standard deviations from the manipulation leg down using the 1 minute highs. Okay, so we're using this 1 minute swing from here to here, the manipulative leg that started to move up, to project where we believe the market should start to turn. I do like how slow it is up there. I do want to bite on the short. I'm just trying to be conservative. I'm going to try to get short a couple there. Move the stop just above these highs up here. If I do get stabbed out, I'll be okay. It's not the end of the world. But I'm trying to take advantage of some sort of move back into the -1 standard deviation for a retracement. Okay, so we just got stabbed out there. Quick rejection, I'll try again. Trying again there. Just seeing if I was stop hunted. Because again, 1 minute bodies are still really firmly holding up here. If you switch to NQ, which I'm looking at on the other side of my screen, look how bodies are still respecting this space, so I'm giving it a chance. Although, quick second look, I don't like this 1 minute low. Yeah, taken out again. So that's fine. I'm just going to play cool for now. "15-second SMT is like going to suck me in again. All right. You got me. I'm going to hold it for a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if we can run back down. Maybe somewhere over here. They have these equal lows. What am I looking at here? Okay. This is the midpoint of that range. A lot of strength coming out. I don't like those bottom side wicks. A lot of platform lag as well. I'm going to move the stop up above here. I don't feel like getting wrecked out again. Hopefully this fair value gap holds me here. I'll add one into it. See if I can get a little bit extra size on for a puke lower. That's a nice move. Yeah, very good. Again, I think the equal lows on NQ are probably trashed. At least I believe they should be. I do see the midpoint of the new day opening gap for anybody that's wondering about that. I'm, just kind of choosing to ignore it. I hate these equals up here, but that's okay. It just means that we may come back up after moving lower. So it's a little slower than I'd like right now. Trader back, no trader, little daddy himself. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Sorry I didn't see that. I'm trying to lock in on the charts here. So sorry if I'm not answering right away. Are we going to get stopped again? That would be so annoying. Technically, my stop should be above this high, but I just don't feel like getting ticked out like that. I'm moving the stop up above this high. If it's going to come up here, it's probably going to take the stop up over here. So if it's going to move lower, hopefully it just does. Yeah. No positions for here for me, too choppy. Yeah, I hear you. We're playing microstructure. I do think it's got to come down here. I just wanted to give it a chance. I really want to slam the sell button hard here, but I'm trying to be responsible. Watching the indexes as they all fall to see if they take these lows in tandem or not. NQ catching a bit at the bottom here is problematic, so I partialed one. I'm also going to move my stop to even. I don't like how it's catching the bid after ES is flirting with these lows. I want it to just completely crush to the downside here. I'm going to move the stop out of these, take profit out of the way so I can really monitor the position. This is right around 1.5 standard deviations as well. So that's also why I decided to partial one, take some money off the table. I do like giving ES a little bit, or I do like giving it a little bit of room for ES to kind of want to fall out of bed here if it chooses to go lower. I know YM has already taken this swing, but ES I think can as well. If NQ doesn't want to, then it doesn't have to. But I'm definitely going to give my NQ position a chance to play the same game. So ES has taken that wick low, and that's an instant not great reaction. So I am going to partial one more just to kind of get our P&L sort of back to even, and we could hold the rest and see what happens. If that high put in holds, I'm in good shape. I could trail my stop to that, but the fact that there's a gap right above it, it could be breakaway, but I would, if I really wanted to give myself every single chance I would hold that. From an equal low perspective, we also do have these here, which I think are reasonable to target. So maybe we'll put final TP right around there. I really want to add into the position there. Normally tends to follow ES anyway. Yeah, you're right. I really wanted to add on that. Didn't get it. Well, just could have gotten it, just didn't pull the trigger. I wanted to measure up the midpoint to see where I was. I mean, at this point, I should move the stop to there. That's about where I should be. Now we're flirting with the midpoint of the 1 minute range. So this 1 minute impulse, that's where we're at. We're at that midpoint here. I think these equal lows are probably chalked, so I'm going to just kind of keep this, the take profit where it's at. Really nice move to the downside. Yeah, it'll probably just blow right through that. Yep. Come on. Just do it. And just like that, we're going to take the trade off early because it's not worth the couple of points. So solid short there. Wish I added more on the microstructure. What are you going to do? That's okay. I'm kind of debating on leaving this XFA alone now. Tyron the man zooming on your face looks so good. Yeah, why do I always like what's the matter with you guys, man? You guys are something else, man. You gotta chill. This is like the trouble crew, man. But yeah, I'm debating on being done with the XFA for now and switching back to the Combine account. Just because now I'm kind of in between draws. I'm happy to put in the 125 day. It's not. I'm getting sort of closer. I mean, we had 375, 248, $1.30, a couple even days on week 1 of trading it. Now, you know, I'm at this point, like I said, I'm really just trying to lock in $200 days. It's a shame I didn't hold more size, so because that obviously would have qualified, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to rush the account. You know, I want to like to try to trade it smart. I like that rejection at the equilibrium here with bodies. Come on, 5. That's not safe. If it comes up and stuffs it here, then I'll take another short. breakaway gap maybe. ES is just at the top of the new day opening gap, so I'm giving it a chance. I'll try one there. Leave the stop above that high. It's a quick giveaway of 50 bucks. Wow. I think I get out there with 11 because it came so close. It's kind of a paper hand move, but I don't know. If it was really as strong as I thought it was, I don't think it really should have melted up as high as it did. So for that reason, I'm happy with the $10 loss. And you know what we can do? We can go like this. We can go here, here. We could re-enter on. Well, I don't even think it's a good idea. It's like I'm not trying to. I don't think I'm trading the account any which way. It's just like that's not a signature I like to see. So I'm not going to actually. I'm just gonna leave it. Have you hurt your nose, bro? Oh no, I didn't hurt my nose. I have a deviated septum on this side, so this helps me breathe a little bit better when I go to the gym. I just came back from the gym. Sorry guys, I'm forgetting to look at chat. I'm just trying to be immersed in the action. But yeah, this just helps open up the nose so that way you can breathe better. Wow. Paper hands, paper hands. But I don't know, very suspect. This could be new invalidation though. Yes, with these lows, sort of already took them. Maybe comes lower. Like I said, I think Dow could go for these like on a bad scenario, like where the market's just going to continue to pour down. I think Dow can go for these lows, play some catch up with the rest of the indexes. One minute's very convincing to the downside, but if you look at this structure, it's not as convincing. Okay, one of those nose opening things. Do affiliate codes for them. I would buy one. Yeah, Tyrone, I actually do have a code. It's actually in the description. It's funny that you say that. It's my code's in the description. Check it out. It's intake breathing. It should be that link. I don't think I really get paid for them. They might just give me some of these refills for free or something, which is like, honestly, bro, it's just as good as getting paid because I spend the money on it either way. I use one, I sleep with one every night, and I use them at the gym every day, and I'm in the gym 6 days a week. So, yeah, they're the best. They're really good. I recommend them to everybody. I actually got the affiliate code because of all the people at the gym would come up and ask me like, "Yo, does that work? Does that work?" So I'd constantly be, referring them over, and I'm like, I should get something for this. So as you can see, it was indeed a sus high. We'll see though. Bro, be breathing better than us. I am breathing better than you, bro. 100%. No humbleness there. I'm 100% breathing better than you. If you don't have one of these on, I'm 1,000,000% out breathing you 10 out of 10 days. 7 out of 7 days of the week, I'm absolutely crushing you in breathing. Okay, get absolutely wrecked because I am absolutely piping the competition when it comes to breathing. Ay, ay, ay. What are we gonna do? See, look at that. See, sus. Your boy knows. I mean, call me Megamind. Your boy knows. All right, your boy knows. Give me a second. I have to go to the bathroom again. I drank so much water at the gym. I'll be right back. Enjoy the nice view of the chair. Maybe a cat will come up and greet you. I don't know. But good luck. Actually, I'm gonna lock out for what is this? Oh, okay, it can give me a time. I'll lock out until 2:57 or 2:50, no, 2:58, just so that way one of my cats don't come up and like hit the buy button on the key and I like die. It's like my worst fear. I'm smoking a cigar, no chance you're breathing is better than me. You're right, actually. You probably win. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Oh my God. The mega pump. All right, so the draw here is clearly for ES. It's going to be it's going to be this line up here. Um, these consolidated highs, this high, this high. Failure swing right below these little equal 1 minutes. This is the draw for ES. So if you want to gamble and get long, go for it. I will be waiting for some sort of pullback. And I don't know if I'm going to trade ES, but that's where we're looking. And obviously we have 4 standard deviations for NQ as well. We can pull projections too. Yoink. Yoink. Yeah, so that's good. I think it'll probably outdo the 4 standard deviations. And if we pull it all the way up to here, it probably gives it to me. Yeah, it's way up there. So, I mean, this is the technically correct, I think, leg to put it on. Don't quote me because I'm not that Dexter dude. Like, I don't know, but I definitely like these highs, at least these highs. So if it wants to like just boink right above the 4, then so be it. But yeah, those highs are the draw. You heard it here. Drake candle. What does that mean? I'm trying to get creative here. Drake candle. Um, uh, Drake candle. Drake candle. What did Drake do? I don't know. I've been down so long it looked like up to me. Is that what you're talking about? Is that a little lyric play? That's the only thing I could think of. Can I get kudos for that, by the way, if it's not? Because that's pretty creative. I've been down so long it looked like up to me. I don't up to me. Straight up to my face. Is that you guys laughing at my Drake-ness right now? I don't even know what to call it. Oh, my back, dude. I'm so torched. I'm so tired. Guys, it's been nonstop for your boy today. Drake candle, Drake candle. I'm trying to think of what the heck that could mean. Help me out, man. Give me some help. Minus 1,000 kudos, but plus 110 for not knowing. Damn. Why minus 1,100? Did you not like my Drake reference? But you also think it's so I'm net 100. So you like that I don't know what that means. It's got to be maybe is it some sort of like assault allegation? Like does it have anything? Like, I don't know where else to go. I don't want to get myself in trouble with YouTube, so maybe I'll stop talking about it. Yeah. What do we got? Retracing back into -2.5. This should technically be support here. You really wouldn't want to see it leak too much lower below. Am I going to trade off of it? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it at the moment. No comments for the guidelines. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, that's what I figured. I figured it was probably something rough, especially if you said I was net 100 for not knowing what's going on here. So Thank you. Oh, dude. Never mind. Damn. I kind of know what you're talking about. Damn. You know what? I forgot that I saw that, but now you have rejogged my memory, unfortunately. Uh, so thanks, I guess. And I guess I'm now back down 1,000. Maybe I'm down 2,000 now. Dang, 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 dang. Back to break even. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Because I was honest, right? So honesty gets me a little bit. Honesty gets me a little bit of pull there. Sheesh. Sorry. Yikes. Facts. Yeah, yeah. I like that. See, I got nothing to hide from you guys. Open book. I want to get long here. Yeah, we all cook together. Damn right. I'm looking for a long because at this point I am really confident in the yes draw. I think that these lows are obviously whack, but they can stay whack forever. Um, and if it wants to go lower, it can go lower. Just, maybe higher first. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Dude, I wish I could play like jams, while on the stream without getting copyrighted. That'd be so sick. Because I feel like I'm just here, I talk, as much as I can. But like, what about when I'm just thinking? Can I not play music? Like, what can I do to entertain you better? You know what I'm saying? Besides give you the absolute rundown of these markets. Not a fan of how it's bled below the negative 2.25, but if that's how she wants to act, then so be it. I don't know. That's a tricksy one. I mean, that's nice. Support at the top of the new day opening gap, volume imbalance, negative 2.25. That's the midpoint, right? Between this whole Jansky. Change in state delivery on the 15-second. Do we rip it, guys? Are we ripping it here on the bull flag? Do we just get it in? Oh man, I think so. I hate it, but I think so. I think we do. I think we get it in good there. Put the stop there. I think so. I just do. Don't want to see it get shoved there. I want it to use that as support. So, yeah, that I don't like. Blow on it. Come on. It works, dude. Come on. Go. If I'm 13, can we be friends? No, dude. If you're 13, we cannot be friends. Go. Don't get me in trouble. Go. 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 Guys, it's not going fast enough. Dude, I'm such an animal. It's crazy. It's so crazy, you guys. It's so wild. Is there something I should know about here? Am I in trouble? Oh no. Did I brag too soon? Is nothing what it appears to be? Should I add more? No, right? That's dumb. Right? Guys, maybe I add more. I don't know. I hate these equal lows. If it gets me out break even, I'll probably pull it out. Chill with the reference. Took two off. It's gonna come out and stop me out. Son of a gun! Should have added for the quick ski. What am I? I'm just like waiting to get stopped out, which doesn't, it's not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. I should probably take out the trade, but I've seen dumb things happen, you know, and hold. But I should trust myself here that these are probably gonna get ripped. These are probably gonna get ripped. Yep. Go ahead, do it. Take my money. We basically paid for the trade after taking a couple partials up here. Am I really gonna let this happen here? Ugh. I gotta take it off. I'm being greedy. I'll take it there. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. SMT with Dow could just run to the heavens now, but I don't know. I don't like that action. I ain't a fan of that action, guys. 436. Did we make any money on that trade? Did we make anything? I think we made a couple dollars, right? What was that, 425? Have no fear. Sean is here. Who's Sean, man? Am I missing things again, dude? Am I like not pop culture? Like, am I not? Yo, I'm sick. Look at this. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Bro making unicorn. I don't know what unicorn is. Unless it rhymes with something else. And if that's the fact, Lord help us. Listen here, bruv. ICT Master Unicorn. Aha, yes, bruv. Unicorn. I see what you're saying. Like the actual unicorn setup. Where is it, dude? I don't even look for breakers. Is this what you're talking about? Excuse me. Low, high, lower, low, or low, high, lower, low, or low, high, higher, low. Mitigation block. Is that a unicorn? No, not corn. Dude, I don't know with you guys. You guys are sick. You guys are absolutely sick. I have Tyrone coming in here saying he loves my face and that he's 13. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me a break over here. I'm lost among sickos. I think this is, I'm upset, if we're going to be honest. I'm upset about this. I think it probably comes down to take it. It doesn't have to because of the YMSMT, but for my soul, it should. Well, actually, too, you have ES. Look at that. Shkadoom. Didn't even see it. ES on the fiver. See how ES went boink and NQ went bink, and now it's gone. It doesn't have to come back down. It could just run for the hills, in which I'll be eternally sad. Look at this. That's a nice draw for NQ, right? That little fiver there. How you doing? Yeah, up is the way, boys. He's the way. Bro, he exposed his own corn mine. Dude, what are you talking about? Expose my own corn mine. I'm not even going to comment on that because you guys are the absolute sickos. And it's like, you know, I don't know, like, bro making unicorn? Like, what does that mean? And you said, no fear, Sean is here. So who is Sean? I thought you were referring to something out of my scope, just like the Drake reference. You're the one that had Drake, you know, Drake's candle on your mind, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of these corn accusations, all right? I don't want to hear it. You just chug on that cigar, brother. All right? You settle down. If anybody needs to settle down, I think it's you. I really want to try the long here. I feel like I'm going to get punished for it, though. And I don't want to be. Hey, yo. Ah, man, I just feel like you kind of get slapped for trying the long there. Yeah, you do. You do get a little bit of heat, so we'll see if it works, but for now it's semi-slappage. Powell's still talking. Depending on the way things play out, we could have rate cuts or holding where we are. Thanks, dude. Nobody didn't see that one coming. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not 13, but was asking if I would be friends or not. I don't know, man. That's a crazy question to ask, Tyrone. I'm not really sure where you're going with that. I mean, I'm glad you're of age, hopefully. But I don't know, man. That's a hypothetical that I don't think anybody's trying to answer. Am I not the best of all time, guys? Am I not the best of all time? Is anyone else doing it like me right now? Man, I just sometimes I don't think you guys understand. all two or one of my viewers right now, sometimes I just don't think you understand. Bro's glad. Exposed. I don't know who you're referring to anymore, Brian. I don't even know what's going on. I'm not even going to comment anymore. Backtest. Backtest, are you from the US? Or are you saying I'm glad, bro's glad? Like, are you referring to the fact that I'm glad that he's not 13? UK bruv. Yo, give me a break, Holmes. But live in Algarve? I don't know what that is, man. I'm sorry if I'm geographically challenged. There you go. I guess words too, but geographically I couldn't type. Portugal. Oh, sick, dude. What are you doing in Portugal? Just hanging around? It's a spicy long, boys. That is a spicy long. I might have to rip it. If it comes down here, I'll rip it. Two years ago, better weather, cheaper, safer. Wow. Sick, man. That's a good look. Love to see it. UK, man. I've never been to UK. I don't think I would really want to go either. You guys can keep your beans and blood sausage to yourselves. Sickos. Absolute sickos. You know those potato guys on the internet that like do like they put beans and cheese on the potato, like that stuff looks good, but the fact that they'll like throw slops of tuna onto that potato is, y'all need to relax with that. Okay, so it just came down, touched the equilibrium point that I was looking at, and now it's rocketing. I'm sick to my stomach. I was hoping it was going to give me something a little bit more, but talk about precision. Am I right? There's 2.5. I feel like if it's going to rip there, it's probably going to never turn back. I'll throw that there. I like how it kind of came down, used the -2.5. I would want it to just kind of take off from there. Otherwise, I'm ill-positioned. It's going to sweep me out and turn around. Sucker. Unhealthy. Yeah, unhealthy is correct. Although, well, not really unhealthy. I mean, what, baked potato, beans, whatever. It's not terrible. America doesn't really have, no one knows geography. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm not the only one. Ah, sicko. All right, fine. You got me. Just go higher now. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Americans, we don't have a whole lot of room to speak on the health spectrum here. So, you know, it is what it is. I would like to add aggressively into this one. So I will. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, no. That's not good. I'm looking at my higher time frame charts to see if I'm in actual trouble or not, or if I'm just getting whipsawed on these low time frames. I accidentally just fat fingered another 3 buy, but that's okay because I was thinking about doing it anyway. That's why my finger was over the trigger. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know, I'm uncomfortable. I feel like it's a long, but I'm uncomfortable with my position size and where I am positioned. I kind of hate everything about it. I do. I do, I do, I do. Oh, I told you I was uncomfortable. That sucks. I'm just gonna hold it for like the spike down and see what happens here. 2.25 finding some support. If it pukes that, I'm in big trouble. Oh no. Are we gonna have to lock in? We had a good day. I don't want to have to lock in. I want to be done. Go back up so I can just be done. Ooh, give the rejection block a second. Oh, this is ugly. I'm out. Guys, that was not my finest moment. And of course now it's gonna rip. I didn't give it enough time. Now I'm talking about you guys in the US. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Unhealthy is right. Oh my God, I'm sick about this trade right now. It's making the longs so hard to get involved in. So annoying. Fine. Fine. Back up to the 0.5. Maybe I'm in trouble. I think I'm chasing way too much. I think I'm tilting. I should get out. I'm 100% tilting. I should get out. Tilt. Tilt alert. Tilt alert. Let's be cool. Let's be calm. Let's be rational about this. We just got absolutely crushed. I still think the draw is up. I refuse to believe I'm chalked here. I just need to choose a better spot to absolutely get crazy heavy in. Maybe midpoint of this order block as another buy. Makes a little bit of sense. Because then if you look at the 5-minute, it comes down into the balanced price range here. Okay, so the press conference just ended, so that means we have the all clear to go higher if we're going to. Would like to see it just a touch lower. I mean, don't. Yeah, just take out this low once more. That would make sense to me. Might try to squeeze a couple points out of it on the low end. Wouldn't mind it. Is it really not going to? I mean, that's crazy to me if it's not going to just stab. See, this is where this is meh. Yeah, that's, I mean, really? I don't know about that one. Like, really? Not gonna fall into that? Not gonna at least take a little nibble there? That's annoying. Now it's gonna make taking longs feel like I'm a head case. Curse these bull flags. I can't believe this move just totally chalked me. Again, I'm very confident in the draw, so it's just about I need to find the right spot. That was going to be my spot, but I hate the fact that it just left it so short there. That's not very fun action. Maybe it's got to make one more flag to the downside. And that'll be, maybe I could play the range here. I'm like skeptical of it because I'm up biased, but it does make sense for it to make one more flag lower into that 5-minute balanced price range. And then I'll get more reasonable. It's really the top side that all I care about right now. Damn, bro, we were up a brick. SMT on these highs, which is nice. could be my trigger. I don't mind these sweeps or tops because I'm bullish to begin with. So I'm going to add there. I'll look to try to play it low and then back up. We're going to risk the SMT highs. Add more. Yeah, like if you're wondering, yes, I am nervous about the midpoint of the projection line. But it's like, am I gonna take the long anywhere else? Like, you know what I mean? If it doesn't come down here, am I gonna take the long? So like at that point, I'm like I trade short, no? This is like yeah. So this is a really tough spot because you can see how well it's respecting this area, but I just one little stab. That's all it takes, and then I promise you, I'll commit to the upside. But that's all she takes is one stab. Just one. That's all we need. In fact, I'll even bait it by saying I'm only going to buy, what am I in, 6, 4, limit 6 maybe, limit 5. Say, look, come here, right there. That's all you need. That's all you got to do for me. Oh, I hate this. It's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. So incredibly uncomfortable. And it's the midpoint of the flag, which is typically, if you follow the flag pattern, it will probably find support at the midpoint before ripping to the upside. But I just feel like it's got to go down. Come on, how does it not enter the 5 minute? Like, you know what I mean? Like in terms of a destination, oh, I guess maybe because ES plugged into its 5 minute bounce price range, but still, like, give me a break. NQ needs a little love too in terms of a discount. Thank you. Please move relentlessly lower now. I see. So up close candle, like it really should not get violated there. Come on. Don't do that to me. I gotta move the stop to even, so I don't really have a choice. That's so sickening if that doesn't work for me. I like the 2. You know what? After that move, I think it might have a little more juice in it. At least to here, maybe. Whoa, that's a problem. All right, I'm bullish now. I'm out. Sheesh, man. Why do they make me work so hard for it? Like, you know it wants to go up, right? Like it's clear that the market wants to move higher, right? It's clear that the draw is up there, no? So why do you have to give me anxiety? Why do you have to take away my 300 and some dollars when you know I'm right? Why did you have to do that? Then you have to make me play the wrong side and give me stress. Why do you want to make me trade counter trend like that? You know, why is this market so brutal? Yuck, dude. Why is it why? I just like why can't we be cool about this? Why can't we be friendly about it? Sheesh. Guys, I mean, making a man work way too hard for it. This internet money thing is not as easy as everybody says it's supposed to be. The heck? Ah, my God. Wickless candle, let's see if that does it. I mean, like, so now I'm looking at my ES or my NQ chart on the 5-minute volume imbalance. Like, now I'm like starting to think like, wow, this is really ripping deep. Like, why? Maybe it wants to go down here. Maybe I'm wrong about the upside. I don't I don't think I am, but maybe I am. Or maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe my timing is off. I mean, this is odd. So this is an obvious draw. This is an obvious draw. This is an obvious draw. So maybe my timing's just wrong. Maybe I should have just held that down trade. But I am like, you know, I'm still sort of bullish. I mean, we just dusted like 300 and 400 bucks, which is super lame. What is that? 50% of what? This leg? Yeah. Could be a nice little bounce trade, but yes, is getting shoved at its 50%, so I really wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Oh my God. Yeah, these lows are trash. Trash lows. We knew that. I guess we could try to get short again for those, but I'd wait for a retracement. We might have a hell of a range. We might sweep these lows out and then rip to the upside. Trader, I'm sorry. Backtest, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings about hating on your potatoes. Even though the potatoes are like, I mess with the potato, bro. I just don't. All that tuna salad on a baked potato is not okay. And someone has to call you guys out on it. Someone's got to call you out on the beans for breakfast. You know, we may not be the healthiest, but we sure do know how to live. I'm just messing. Or maybe Dow goes all the way down to these lows. This is a tough, you know, it's a tough call. Tough call here, gents. Tough call. Fair value gap, probably BS. Midpoint, that's probably a short. If it fills me, it's not going to fill me. That sucks. There we are. That's definitely a bit of a chase, but I just maybe not have to go up here. I like how it came up and wanted to kind of touch the open right around the 50% there. I'd like it to slow down right here. I don't think it should go very much higher. One little stab. There we go. Let me just mark these out so I'm not holding onto the trade like an idiot. Bang. It's not moving fast enough. It probably should have puked there. That's not great. It's concerning for me. No. Yuck, 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 yuck. New 5-minute candle open yet? No? Okay. Was really looking for it to kind of just fall apart at that 50% line. I guess I'll anchor it to a different spot and see if I was wrong, but I typically like to go first low to first high. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm right. I just, okay, if it wanted to do that, fine. Try again. SMT on those highs, does that exist? Is that real between everybody else? I need to go check my other chart. Yeah, it is. 50% again using as support. That's disgusting. I have to get out of the trade, or I'm going to add it to it up there, and we'll just run the stop right up to the highs there. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I have to go again. SMT on the 1 minutes, and we have to draw lower. I mean, I have to take those signals. Oh, just buying the lows though. Back out. Let's see if I'm watching ES around here. All right, fine. Fine, take it all. ES should go lower. I like how it's rejecting there. NQ should not take any more highs. It's done enough. I'll show confidence by adding more. I just want to see it lower. I'm just like, am I shorting the hole here? I mean, am I supposed to wait for the next 5-minute open? Like, why? Why? Wow, dude, I cannot believe this. All right, I gotta chill. Clearly, it seems like I'm. Midpoint of this 5-minute, maybe. Still, I really, I do. I just believe it goes lower. I have to. I just do. I just need to trust it. Hold on for dear life. At least for ES to take it. I mean, it's like, am I right or no? I just got stopped out a million times. Just got stop hunted. And I might get, it might happen again on a 5-minute. Like 5-minute might want to come up there and take out this high. And at that point, I'm totally chalked. Just hoping that this is breakaway. Came up to that volume imbalance over here. Sweating bullets on this one. I mean, that's crazy if that's how it's going to happen. Yeah, it's disgusting. Wow. I think I'm caught in the middle of the range. That eats. I'm going to abandon some size there because I just don't have a great feeling here. Yeah, that's bad. Wow. Guys, oh my God. Wow, 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 wow. It's going to take a miracle. Yeah, 5 minute. That's disgusting. I'm in between two terrible places here. Wow. That's an unlucky run out on stops at least. And how it teased those lows is filthy too. And we do have the highs to contend with. Like we still have that upwards draw. I just was thinking like, okay, I mean, if it's going to run up, then why are we digging so low here if this is not a draw? That's how I'm thinking about it. There's the midpoint of that old order block. I don't even pay attention to it. I guess. I mean, that range holds? I don't think so. That's disgusting. Just dusted. Just dusted, dusted, dusted. I don't think I can get involved with that if it continues to the upside. Like, I think my head is all over the place now. Serves me right, I guess, for all the gloating. I'll have you know, my mind isn't really changed, though. I think that's just unfortunate. That's just an unfortunate break. Obviously, sized heavy is all could be, but yeah, that action doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It really doesn't. Invert the 5 there. I mean, it's like kind of gross. Typical for FOMC, I guess. Did Dow even take the low? Dow didn't even take the low. That's how you know I'm not tripping, man. Off the top rope, I think. I think that's how that one's done. 15-second invert, potential order block here, right off the midpoint, halfway mark. I don't know. I find it really hard to believe that the Dow didn't even take that low either. Like you're telling me no index took this low, and they're all just going to stop on a dime and turn around. I don't know. I don't know about that one, bro. I did add a couple into that. Premature maybe, but a little concerning that it didn't move into here. It could be a good thing, but typically I would have liked to have seen it run up into that if it was going to do that. I'm holding this one. I just find it so hard to believe that none of the indexes are going to take that high, or that low, excuse me. Like that to me is super suspect. So this is what I was talking about when it didn't enter into that. I'm hoping if it does now that it doesn't just pile drive through it. Yeah, just not great when it's not acting accordingly. It would need to really just turn around, otherwise I could just be absolutely chalked, which sucks. Wow, man. I should have probably moved my stop over here, but I was FOMO. So annoying. Guys, what am I doing, man? Just torching the damn account. Poor, 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 poor. SMT with Dow, I guess. Is that my possibility here? I'm marrying the downside bias right now. Typically, I'd see that and be pretty bullish, but because of the way these lows were left, I just can't. It's so hard for me to get on sides with the upside move. I just don't see it happening. I need to add into this one. Holy cow. Wow, I think that's it. I cannot believe we just got chalked. Upside draw it was. Somebody say something? 345? Oh, it's just later in the day. It'll probably continue higher. I'm just going to chase it. Give me some drawdown room or something. There goes ES. We'll see if ES runs up into the draw. Wow, we just got so saved. Well, the account lives to fight another day. I'll take it off there. That's disgusting. So there you go. It was upside after all on the algo spike. It's just so gross. I mean, okay, so for tomorrow, obvious draw, these lows. We'll see what happens otherwise. I cannot believe that. I mean, what happened? I just want to know what happened here. What was the news? Trump to rescind global chip curbs amid AI restrictions debate. Trade entry management on Telegram. If I can. No, that's ICT shit. Officials ready repeal of AI diffusion rule launched by Biden. I don't know. I guess it was just some it must have been the tariff stuff with the chips. That's crazy to me. Guys, we just got washed. That sucks, man. And like I said, was bullish, but if the market shows me that it wants to peel lower, like if this is what doesn't make sense to me sometimes with these concepts, okay? Where I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. No SMT on these lows. Disrespects the balanced price range, okay? And if it was going to peel through it at all, thinking like this wickless candle, we tap into here and then run to the upside, right? Because again, this draw was obvious, this draw was obvious. These draws were all obvious. But if the market's going to move, so super simple answer is just stay out. Don't trade the short side. But for me, I like to do that. I like to trade both sides. I like to try to get both sides of the move. That's my probably the bane of my existence because crap like this will happen. But I'm thinking, like in all honesty, like it really should not have, like this wickless candle here, that was already pushing it in terms of how deep it wanted to retrace for upside. So I'm thinking, you know, we really should, if we're going to smash away to the upside, like it should come here, respect this area, and then just immediately turn around and we should go higher. I guess not though. Like that's so weird to me. And then it's not even like any other index had evidence, right, that it wanted to melt lower as well. It was just like, I mean, ES sure finding support at the midpoint of the new day opening gap, but I don't really care about that if there are lows supersede all that to me. And like what do you call it? Structure like SMT with the like lows or highs supersede all of like what's going around over here. Because nobody's taken these lows, I mean, I'm thinking like obviously, okay, well then this must be the immediate term draw here. And you know, so I'm shorting relentlessly towards it. I probably should have taken the hint after it completely ripped through here. Probably shouldn't have even tried here again. Like I kind of knew this was bad shape after it didn't stab into this balance price range. That's like a signal that I don't love. Mention that. So we came here. I guess no, it didn't. See, that's wrong. It never came into here. That was a red flag. Probably should have moved my stop above these highs. Didn't. So that's on me. That's a tough pill to swallow for today. Do I think it can go all the way back down? I don't know. Is it worth getting short on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's midnight. It already went way higher than I thought it was going to go. I have S&T on the lows. I do. I think these lows are bullshit. Probably go for those lows anyway. Very tilty. Immediate rebalance. I mean, I don't think it's going to reverse the whole move, so it's actually foolish for me to be holding full size. Just took some off, took a couple of contracts off. But it could, you know, you never know. I mean, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for it to algo pump like that and then retrace the whole entire thing down. Could it? Maybe. I'm positioned for it. And we'll actually make money on the day if it does, but that's ridiculous, man. Hold me in there. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom again. Again, just drank so much water at the gym. I'll be back. Somebody make it go down. I'm watching it still for a second because I'm gonna be upset if it stops me out. Go down. Leave me alone. Let me go to the bathroom. Ah, whatever. What's the deal? Is it 10 times lower after stopping me out? Just a little bit lower? I mean, is it really gonna? Oh my God, guys. I'm gonna yak. I'm chasing it. I think it's going for the lows. I think it's going to just retrace the whole move. As ugly as it is, I really do. I think it is. I can't believe it. I can't believe I got stopped. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Someone's got to take these lows. I like don't want to partial out. I feel like it's a smart thing, but if anything, I want to add into the move. Last 10 minutes of the market. Am I a fool to believe that it's going to run all the way back down? I don't know. I don't think I am. Wow. It's really close. Added some just as it moved into that gap. That was the stop was just a default 550 stop. Hmm. I think it can get crazy last 5 minutes. I do. Just do it. I cut it down. It wasn't moving. Damn, man. I really thought that was gonna puke the low here. I really did. I thought last 5 minutes it was really gonna unravel there. Damn. Really tried to diamond hand it too. But yeah, I guess not. It was a long shot to think it was going to retrace the whole move, but sheesh, talk about deep retracements that are unnecessary today, just leaving low draws. It's really interesting for the rest of the week though, as far as like a structure perspective goes. This is all very weak structure. weak lows, weak lows. So I don't know. Excuse me. I'd be curious to see how the rest of the week goes given today's sort of action. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, had a really good opportunity there, and I really did believe in it for a second. It just, I had to bail when I knew it kind of wasn't right. It's a shame. It's a shame. I thought it was the right opportunity. It's been like drawdown battle with this account. Is there earnings today after the close? Does anybody know if there's any tech earnings after the close today? I guess I'll look myself, but that could be a factor. That's typical of earnings. Uh, Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, I think. ARM, DoorDash, nothing really, nothing that I really care about. I would have liked to have seen ES take these highs before NQ. Give me another shot at an at the buzzer short. So yeah, bit of a bummer. Got a little greedy on the bottom, and that was kind of the catalyst to the destruction of the day. Greedy down here, looking for these lows. Easy draw, so it seemed. Greedy down here just got absolutely wrecked, and that was what it was because we were fine up here looking for longs, got crushed. And that was, or yeah, got crushed on, chopped around for longs looking for this level to begin with, and that took us down to like down a little bit, or maybe down 100 or so, or down 3. I don't know. Got it all back here, up 1, down, 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 and then just collapsed, chased it back because we understood where the draw was on the algo spike, so it was worth it to me to get long and chase it. And then unfortunately stopped out here for the low side. Just no real, unfortunately, just got punished. Got punished for being greedy on the lows, even though I was confident in an upside draw. So noted. I guess I won't be doing that anymore. Even though sometimes I like to feel like Superman and I can do it all, but I guess don't. Today's lesson, class, is don't trade in the opposite direction of the clear draw. No matter how clear there is another draw, just wait for one side to get taken and take the other trade. So that one's on me. There it goes back up. There's 4 o'clock. Nice rally to the upside. Like I said, I don't really know what's going to happen for the rest of the week. Um, I do. Let's look at this a little bit less cluttered. Uh, Daily fair value gap there. Previous week's EQ was the move. What's funny is that I just held my original long. I'd be absolutely breaded from down here. Took the S&T long, but live and you learn. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it's questionable. The lows are and the fact of how deep we drew back, that's also a little suspect to me. Honestly, I would be getting short again, but the market's, Topstep's going to close me out at 410. I really would. I can't let go of this, like, thought of, like, I think it's a BS kind of long run. I really do. I think it's got to go lower. Unfortunately, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get involved. I was involved here. I must have just gotten barely stopped out. There's some small S&T on the lows too, so maybe best not to be an idiot and chase too much. Tweezer top lows though, or like tweezer bottoms, kind of fake news. Have this nice trend line. This should be probably ran out. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to be short again. I was thinking about pulling it up here, but I just wanted to see it creep up into that gap. Just never got it. I would have at least rode it out until 410 until Topstep absolutely kicked me out, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it worth dusting another $100 to get short here? For what? Like, what do I think it's going to do? Do I think it's going to go all the way at least into here? Is that I don't know. Weird close. Super weird. Super weird close today. Weird action all around. Man, I wish I could swing a trade. And yeah, I did see it come down into here and tap in, but there are certain things you kind of have to discard and certain things you don't. I probably should have. So where my error was is that I believed that this was an older new day opening gap. I didn't realize it was today's new day opening gap. Probably should have paid it a little bit more mind than getting a little bit more short down here. So that one's on me too. It's just a couple of execution errors. Oh, how badly I want to be short. It's so stupid. Don't do what I do. Dust another $100 right before the close. What's it worth, dude? I just see these equals. I really do feel like we're going down. What the fuck happened? What's up, backtest? Backtest, we got greedy on the lows, man. And I just completely got rang banged. Where you going? How long were you gone for? I'm upset that I'm dusting this at another 100. That's pissed me off, but whatever. Yeah, so basically, rewind is the simplest way to put it. Just got greedy down here, like looking for these equal lows. I was obviously looking for upside, but I explained that once we kind of took the wickless and like didn't go anywhere, I was then like, okay, well, it's probably going to want to smash down here. And then I saw, that was fair enough. So I tried to relentlessly short up in this consolidation, got stopped out a million times. And unfortunately, that was just my demise. Then got absolutely ran up there. Let's move this down. I'll just move this to even. What do you call it? I just wonder if this cranks down throughout the close. I'll hold it as long as Topstep lets me if it really starts to accelerate under this low. But yeah, so then chased the long because again the equal draws were like really obvious, so I got long over here and it just gave me a ton of it back. At one point we were pretty much 300 bucks away from dusting the account, unfortunately. But yeah, just a weird sort of action type of day. And then was short here, was short a bunch of times, got stopped out at even. So here's the acceleration. Let's see what happens as it moves up into this gap. Better speed. I'll trim a couple just because I don't have a lot. I only have 3 minutes left to hold this trade, and while it's in profit, I'm going to take it. I cannot believe it did not take those lows. And then here for it to like, again, it's just this whole entire, all of this action is so incredibly weird. I'll take one more. That's just no point in me, you know, I have less than 3 minutes to hold the trade. I might as well take money while it's here. But then like, you know, I was getting aggressively short because I was like, oh my God, you know, it's going to completely retrace this whole entire algo move and come down and take these lows. And then I'm shorting the whole here. Wasn't really paying too much mind. I just got ran up on. Got short again, really heavy over here. Just knew it wasn't going to pan out for me after it stopped moving with aggression. And yeah, man, just terrible, to put it lightly. I mean, it's low key impressive that we're at where we are right now. 2 minutes left. Let's see if I'm giving it a chance to maybe use this as resistance if it wants to give me just a couple more bucks before Topstep closes me out 410. It's a shame. So yeah, so I do think it's got to go down again. You know, I'm usually never trading past 4 o'clock, but it's such a weird day in terms of how deeply it was going in terms of retracement just to rip higher. That to me was odd. I think a lot of people are probably going to be off sides with the long move. I do think it's got to go lower, so that's why I'm short this late in the day. I'm holding until Topstep wants to kick me out. Yeah, man, draw's too strong to call BS on. That's how I feel about it. 20 more seconds until Topstep closes me out. 30 seconds at least, actually, that's what I meant. I'll take one more off because how much lower is it going to go in the next 30 seconds? But what it can do is jump higher on me, so. Yeah, just annoying type of action, like non-logical action. Like if it was gonna drive that low, yes, move to close status. All right. Well, I'm still in the trade, so I guess I'll manually close it. Am I out? Oh, I'm gonna have to go in. Hold on. That's not letting me put in an order. I need to. Is there a flatten button, an emergency flat? I have to go into the Discord now. Topstep. There you go. All right, I'm out. Okay, good. But yeah, just like totally unlogical. I was talking about how the 5 minute, and this is like, you know, it's just frustrating, but so the 5 minute here, why I was chasing the short so aggressively is because one, we had the 5 minute BPR totally ran through, right? You knew that, I mean, I'm sure you were here. Like I was just looking for us to stab into this BPR to take a long into these levels. But once it really started to melt down, well, one, I got out of my short trade like right around here or here. And then I was thinking like, okay, well, if it's gonna, at the very most, it should just tap into the wickless candle and then turn around. Mind you, no other index has taken these sets of lows either. So again, I'm like very confident that we're going to move lower. So I begin shorting. Like after it's not giving any credence to the downside, or excuse me, to the upside, like after hitting that wickless low, and it's kind of playing around at the midpoint of this range, and ES was actually bearish on the midpoint of that previous 1 minute range that I was looking at. So these are the same areas. So I'm getting short and Q a whole bunch here, looking for like, okay, obviously it wants to take these lows, and then it could, you know, if it wants to go higher, then fine, it can go higher. But it just plays, stops me out a bunch, you know, like first stop out here, second stop out somewhere over here. Tried getting short again in here, crushed. Tried getting short again over here. Knew that I was in trouble once it wasn't moving into this BPR and just creating these equals. That's on me. I should have just moved. That was a signature that I saw that I should have moved the stop. I didn't. Got crushed. And then it just kind of took off, and it was just like an absolute algo long. Caught the algo long, like chased it somewhere over here, I think. Made a quick 800 bucks on that, 5 micros, and then tried to get short. Like it was just a bit of a mess, but like I don't know, man. The logic just did not work. It was like it was just not working. So I kind of took a lick in there, and it all stemmed from being greedy on those lows. Like I really wasn't. This is the problem when you try to trade every single move in the market. Even though this one made a lot of sense, I would take the trade again. Like there's nothing I don't think I would really do anything differently. But I just I don't know, like better me, okay? The best version of me in this scenario waits for this area to get taken, does not trade towards it because of how strong the upside draw is. Okay, just accepts that if it's going to want to go lower before going higher, then so be it. Let it do what it wants to do. You don't need to be involved in it just because you have an understanding of it. So I should have let this go. But the problem with that, to me, or like, you know, not the problem, but the flip side of that as well, if it doesn't go there, you're not going to take longs, are you? Because it's too hard to commit to a long when you know that there's an obvious draw here. Like, and you had all those other things working for you that it should go lower, which is why I was relentlessly shorting. It's because of all the signals of like, look, nobody taking this low, invalidation of the raise, invalidation of the midpoint of the range, like, you know, all these reasons that are saying like, you know, it's not going to go up from here, and it's not right for it to go from here. So the other version of you just needs to, or the best version of me also not only doesn't get involved with this short trade, even though I mean, I just, again, I don't think I would change what I would do, but this is how I would think about it going forward. If you wanted to find some way, some shape or form of like how it could have been avoided, was you don't get involved here for the downside because you're bullish. And then you accept that if it doesn't take this low and takes the target, then you miss the trade. That's the ultimate answer, is that you miss the trade. So I don't know. That's hard for me to swallow. I don't really like missing trades. I mean, it's dumb because I could find a million of them. But yeah, that's kind of what you would have to come to terms with, is like, I can't trade long. I'm just in a tough spot. I can't trade long because it hasn't taken these lows. So if it starts going higher, then I miss the long. And I can't trade the lows because it's too obvious that it wants to go higher. Even though it's obvious that it should go lower, you step out of it. So that's the case. I don't know. Disappointing. But that's, you know, that is what it is. XFA, we're up 108 bucks. Gave a little bit away, switched over to this account, and that's okay. So like I said, tomorrow it'll be really interesting for the rest of the week. I am going to continue to look for these levels because they make sense to me. As far as the upside goes, I'm not really sure what else to do about that. Obviously everything will depend, you know, what everything looks like to me tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. Like this is just like it's a cooler situation. Unfortunately, there's just I don't know. I probably would not have done too much differently. I mean, I just outlined the most ideal way that it could have happened, but I don't know. Like, that's just how I trade. And they were sound trades. Like, these are sound trades to me to go down. Whatever. That's it. I'm gonna call it there. Obviously, nothing else to do anyway. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm still gonna be looking for downside targets, and we'll just recoup. I mean, it's a bit of an ugly day considering where we were. Total P&L 792. It was a really good day. We were up like 450 or $500 today. So, what are you gonna do? Okay. Back at it tomorrow. See you guys later.